I mean, if you play Terran and you are not Salty versus Protoss, are you really a Terran player?
That's a good question.
No. Speaking of players that we wonder if they are really a Terran player, the answer is no, because this is a Zerg player. This is the Peruvian Zerg player for the CranKy Ducklings, Ryu.
And spawning in the top right-hand corner of 2000 Atmospheres LE, we have the Mexican Protoss player himself, the best Protoss in all of Latino America. It is Pacomike.
So light. Well, you probably didn't see it. I don't know if you saw my last tweet.
I don't think I did. What is your last tweet?
Let me read it for you, and let me and tell me what you think about it.
Oh god, what is it? What have you done?
Let's see. Should I? It's in Spanish. Should I translate it for you?
Translate it.
I should make a StarCraft 2 event where the winner gets a copy of Age of Empires 4. Thinking face.
Honestly, that'd be great for Latin America because it's not the richest of the regions, right? They can struggle a little bit when it comes to resources. So honestly, that sounds like a lot of fun.
I'm gonna be honest. I kind of want to do it. I may even get some people to chip in, and maybe we can give additional copies.
I was about
to the winner.
I was about to say, I feel like if it's gonna be one copy for the winner, it's gotta be like the collector's edition. It's gotta be the big one.
No. I am not that rich. Come on. What are you saying?
Or like the deluxe edition or something. Like come on.
That thing is like what 1,200 pesos or something like that.
Jesus.
Like. No, I'm just gonna buy the normal edition. Which is 900 pesos.
Okay.
Which is the one that I bought for myself, by the way.
Fair enough.
Maybe we do it. I don't know. There's 2 weeks remaining. We can do it maybe next Sunday or something like that. We'll see. Follow my Twitter, people, if you're interested in Age of Empires 4 in the future. Yeah. And maybe wanna win a copy sponsored by the CranKy Dog or something. I don't know.
It does sound like a fun idea. It does sound fun.
Yeah. But yeah, speaking of fun ideas, mate, there's no door again for Pacomike. What's up with Pacomike and not making doors?
Oh! Mate, we got a door! It's the probe! The probe is the door!
Oh no, and the door went down.
So it did its purpose, mate. He stopped the lings, he stopped the scouts, and we have another all-in.
I mean, he stopped the scout of the lings, but come on, this is Ryu. Ryu's gonna scout you whether you want it or not.
Yeah, and this is important because Ryu, he may not see the Twilight Council yet, but he confirms that there's only one worker on both gases. That screams Zealots.
Oh, he didn't see the Twilight Council. Cool. I really thought that he had vision of it.
Yeah,
but he was only 1 pixel behind.
Only one. But again, scouting the gases should be enough. It's about whether or not he paid attention to the gases and whether or not he paid attention to the workers. Because if he didn't, then this is going to be a very strong push once again.
Yeah, it is. Now, Ryu, I think he has like the right idea because we have Roach Warren on the way behind this. And it's early enough that I think should give plenty of roaches to defend when the Zealots arrive.
Yeah, is it going to be enough? Because we have Pneumatized Carapace on the way as well, and this tells me that Ryu doesn't know what's coming. He's unsure about what's happening, so he wants to go for another scout. So that is resources being spent there. He confirms the third base. I'm not sure if this is going to be... I'm not sure if this is going to actually be a third. We'll see, because Pacomike has 4 gateways up and running.
I mean, I think the third should be real because it is only for 4 gateways, unlike the previous game versus Neo where he went for, I think it was 7.
Yeah,
6 or 7. So It's not as much all in as it was in the previous series, and we have seen Pacomike now that behind this he's going for double Stargate.
Oh yeah. Double Stargate is on the way. Meanwhile, the Zealots, wow, they get intercepted by the army of Ryu. They get swatted away. Ryu doesn't even need the spine that's on the way because he was terrified and scared of what was coming. And with the scout, he confirms the double Stargate. Mate.
Now, I am very interested in what Pacomike does because, as we know, Pacomike is one of these Protoss players in Latin America who actually do not like to play very much Stargate. You know, we've seen plenty of games where he only makes like 1 or 2 units out of Stargate and then just forget it for the rest of the game.
Yeah.
But not today. He's going for a double Stargate, although not at the beginning, in the middle of the series.
It's one of those things where when I think of Pacomike going double Stargate, it's usually for carriers. Like, he doesn't play a lot with Void Rays. So we'll see how his control is going to be and how he's able to utilize this composition. Meanwhile, the Zealots are doing a really good job at being annoying. But as we saw, like, Ryu scouted everything, so he should be preparing for the double Stargate Void Ray.
Yeah, he should be. 4th base was cancelled. Ryu is forced to remake a new one after the Roaches arrive. And yeah, Void Rays are on the way. We already have 2 out with 2 more on the way. And behind this, he's going for the Fleet Beacon and the +1 air attack. So Pacomike definitely wants to commit to this aerial army.
Oh yeah, that he does. Meanwhile, the lair is still on the way for Ryu. Once that finishes up, we will see what his tech of choice will be, whether it's going to be Hydras or Corruptors.
Neither, mate. He's gonna go straight into Ultras.
Oh god, Ryu, please. It's the best of 3. Every game counts. Don't do it. Don't do it. Meanwhile, the Zealots come in. Yo, they get a nice round. They almost kill a Queen, but the transfuses are pretty good. And ooh, the Roaches don't respond. Instead, they respond to the Zealot run by here towards the right.
Oh, I don't think Ryu even lost a single Queen with that push. That was very nice of him. And yeah. Only 2 workers killed so far. Pacomike maybe oversplitting a little bit.
Yeah. I don't know if it was necessary. I mean, he does get another 2 workers, I guess. But this is a very interesting response, by the way. 1, Corruptor's on the way, which makes sense. But Ryu is going for Burrow and Tunneling Claws. He went double Roach Warren, mate.
Look, it already won a series for him. I don't know why he shouldn't try again. But meanwhile, mate, 5 Void Rays here with nothing here to defend. The Queen's finally going in. But it was a nice, like, a try of a run by Pacomike, or should I say a flyby?
Yeah, I'm honestly surprised how little damage it did because Ryu didn't have a Spore. He did not have anything. He only had 2 Queens in position, but he was just barely able to push this away. And Pacomike needs to find something with these Void Rays. He's hunting for a hatchery.
Oh, Pacomike, please, not over the Spore.
And yo, here come the Roaches. They have Burrow, but they do not burrow in. A little bit awkward here. Sure, why not?
I mean, look, this works because, mate, Pacomike didn't went for a robo, so he doesn't have any vision.
He really doesn't. This is dealing devastating damage. Meanwhile, the Void Rays are across the map. Is this going to be enough to end the game? Because Void Rays can deal a lot of damage, but there are so many Queens. Up.
Yeah, there's so many Queens and only so few Zealots. Nice transfuse on the Queens. They try as much as they can, but mate, I am 3 Queens already went down for Ryu. 0 Void Rays went down for Pacomike.
Yeah, I feel like Pacomike backed off for no real reason, and the GG gets called. Pacomike does take it. He takes game 1.
Yeah, killing 20 workers was more than enough, especially because Ryu was not getting the damage that he wanted with his Roaches across the map.
Yeah.
And then when you have so many Void Rays, and the Spire, I believe the Spire was not even done, right?
Yeah, it was like just about to finish up, and it's like, as we saw, the damage was being done, right? Oh. Pacomike takes the first game, and yeah, Ryu gambling a lot there. Like, he delayed a lot of his tech, he delayed his Spire, investing into that second Roach Warren and into Burrow and into Tunneling Claws, into all this tech that didn't really pay for itself, right?
Yeah, it definitely didn't.
Yeah.
Definitely didn't. Now let's see in game number 2 what these players do. Blackburn is gonna be our map for second map of the series, the smallest map in the map pool. And one of the maps that are actually gonna stay after the rotation of maps in a couple of days.
Exactly. 2000 Atmospheres is going to stick around. So will this map here, as we are diving in to Blackburn main.
And here we go. Welcome everyone to Blackburn early and spawning here. Currently down 1 game. This is Ryu from the CranKy Duckling.
And spawning in the bottom right-hand corner of Blackburn LE, we have the Mexican Protoss player himself. He is blue, representing Infernales Esports. And currently up in this series, it is Pacomike.
I do wonder why always my favorite maps are like the least liked by the community.
Well,
like, whenever I see a map that I really like, it sticks for only like 1 season.
It's one of those things where unfortunately a lot of players they're boring and they're like, we just want the most standard maps. You know, we want the third base, easily defendable, natural in third, exposed fourth, a little bit of dead space outside the main but not too much, you know, like they want
all they want is daybreak 7 times.
Yeah. Unfortunately, so yeah.
We should do that, mate. We should make a map pool where the only map is daybreak.
Why would we do that?
For the lols, of course.
Oh god. Wait, for me, I want like, throw in like Fruitland, throw in Beckett Industries, throw in what was Redshift? Yo, remember Redshift? Yo.
No, I don't. I don't remember Redshift. Can you please? No, you know what kind of maps I would like in a map pool? Like if I had the chance. Do you remember the fierce full StarCraft 2 season of Pro League?
I do not. I didn't. That was the one with EGTL, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I didn't watch that.
Man, some of those maps in the map pool were crazy, mate. It was like Brood War maps on steroids in StarCraft 2. There was one map where, I kid you not, it was 4 player map. You started inside a zone with 3 bases, basically, all surrounded by destructible rocks. So the only way to get out without destroying the rocks was either with air or with reapers.
Hey, pseudo island bases. We need to bring them back.
I remember there was one map where you had a destructible rock like on the opposite corner of your base. That if it got destroyed, it gave you access to the back of the mineral line of your main base. I remember a game where who was it? I believe it was Jadon. Jadon destroyed 2 rocks and then send roaches, and he basically killed the economy of his opponent in the main base, like early on. It was insane.
God. Yeah, there's a lot of maps like that I miss, you know, where there were like rocks and terrain that really did kind of impact the game in some way.
Ooh.
Oh god.
Fun fact about me. Back in the early day of Weeks of Liberty, I used to host a team league. A team league for like low-level players, you know, Diamond and below.
Yep.
And in one season, I specifically picked a map that was almost standard. Like, it was a user-created map that was almost standard, but it had 2 spaces on the map where if you put units over there, they got healed. Other than that, it was a pretty standard map for the time.
Yeah. We need to bring him back. We need to like that. That's the like depending on how much longer StarCraft goes. I do wish that the Team Liquid map contest has a little bit more leeway with that sort of stuff. We'll see. We'll see what happens.
I don't think it will ever go that crazy because my players will not like it. They're like, as you say, standard map more or less. You know. Even if someone made a map and it got into the Team Liquid map contest, I think it will be badly reviewed.
It's probably. If you want to tune into some crazy maps, check out the VODs on our on our YouTube channel for Mapper's Delight. We casted the qualifiers for Mapper's Delight, and there were those crazy maps. There were events that lifted up ground units to be able to attack things in the sky. There were maps with like tunnels that just shot things across the map. There was like a oh my god, like a god, what's the word? I can't quite remember, but there was like a control area map. But meanwhile, here we go. Pacomike is going for a Glaive Adept opener. It is scouted by Ryu. He's attempting to respond, and so far the Adepts haven't committed to a shade. Not yet.
Yeah, this is a very interesting map to go for Adepts because unlike other maps in the map pool, there's like not a lot of room for the Adepts to maneuver.
Yeah, exactly, and he committed to the shade despite the Lynx being here to respond, so because of that, so many of these Adepts are going down. At the same time, there was a Spine at the third, so because of that, the Adepts actually didn't deal too much damage there either.
Yeah, 5 workers, 6 workers, only 6 workers for like 7 Adepts or something like that. Definitely not worth it for Pacomike.
Yeah, exactly. We have another wave of Adepts, but again, this has not paid for itself. With this Spine here at the third, Ryu has defended beautifully. Queens are even in position here in the main base to deny the War Prism, and Pacomike is forced all the way back.
Yeah, Pacomike now needs to go back, rethink his plan, and just come up with another solution, mate, because now he's behind. His third base is on the way, but not yet finished, and at least he's equal on workers with Rio, but that's the thing, mate. You're still 1 base behind and a lot of tech behind as well.
That's the thing, right? That's the thing. Meanwhile, as things are settling down here, massive shout out to Base Vantage? Base Vantage for gifting a subscription to Mailbox Head. Thank you so much for the support. And Pacomike is going to need it because he's trying to transition. He went for War Prism speed. He is going for Disruptor drops. Oh boy.
There we go. The Disruptors are going in. It got spotted by a Zerling. And there we go. All the units are Rio immediately got to the main base.
No, exactly. The Queens are here to try and deny. They immediately target down the War Prism, and the War Prism is forced away. At the same time, though, we have a lot of Glaive Adepts waiting to dive in.
Oh, poor 3 workers.
Ugh.
Those poor workers. They were in the wrong place at the wrong time.
Feels bad, man. At least the Disruptors get some damage done, but they need a little bit more than that. At least the War Prism is still alive. He's sharking around looking for another opportunity. And at the same time, the Adepts are looking for some multi-prongs. So Pacomike wants to try and dive in 2 ends, or in 2 places at once.
Oh, the Adept shading to the tier base. Meanwhile, and then, oh my god, almost hit all of the drones that were stuck in the structure, but not quite. The Adept, meanwhile, trying to do whatever damage they can. 6 workers went down so far, but finally they go down.
Oh god! Oh, 1 more! Wow, the War Prism goes down before the recall goes off. So even though the Disruptors got 6 drones, they died, both of them, and the War Prism.
Yeah, it was very unfortunate. Literally 1 millisecond behind,
yeah.
and he should be able to survive. And now, mate, Rio is ready for the counterattack because the mutaries are starting to spawn.
That they are. The Spire is done. The Mutas are moving out across the map. Enough Mutas to one-shot workers. At the same time, we have Lings, Roaches, Ravagers. What does Pacomike have? He lost the majority of his army. Again, he just kept throwing away his Adepts. So his ground army isn't the most amazing. He does have Colossus, but what are Colossus going to do against these Mutas?
Not much. Blink is finally done. He blinks forward, trying to take as many mutalis as he can, and he didn't take any mutalis. Oh my god. Rio needs to be very careful. The mutalis almost got caught in a bad place.
No, exactly. But you know what they're doing? They are distracting the army of Pacomike. Oh, another Muta almost gets picked off. And now Pacomike is moving across the map. He does have 1 Disruptor, and he does have 2 Colossus. But what does Ryu have? He honestly doesn't have too much because a lot of his army is going across the map once again.
Yeah, Zerlings are going here to deny this 4th base and destroy. What are the 5 workers doing over there?
Oh no!
Wait, this is why you never go to work early.
Exactly. Because you never know when Lings is just gonna show up and just kill you. Oh god. Meanwhile, that Ling run by, they dealt with the 4th base and now they're going for the 3rd.
Yeah, they're going for the tank. They're alongside the Mutalix mate, and workers are starting to fall. Pacomike, this is his final blow. He needs to do it. Oh no, he lost. Oh no, he lost the Observer. I don't know if you saw.
The Observer got sniped. Every single worker is going down across the map. Pacomike is all in. He has to end the game here and now, and he has an opportunity with these disruptors. If the shots are good enough, maybe he can break through.
Yeah, maybe he can. He still had a lot of energy for these sentries, and he has no Colossi, so this is a lot of firepower. But as soon as this army is done, there's no more hope for Pacomike. His 22 workers got destroyed.
Oh god, exactly. He gets a hatchery, but one hatchery is not going to be good enough. He does split up the army in half, so with that, he does trade favorably, but oh, he loses all of his sentries, and now his disruptors are exposed.
All of his army is exposed. The Colossus as well. The 2 Colossus went down. All the sentries went down. Everything went down. There's only Stalkers remaining, and this is gonna be it. I think there's a warp prism in the main base trying to do as much damage as possible, but I don't think this is gonna be enough. Rio has double the supply of his opponent.
Yeah, exactly. There were Lings there to respond. There are Roaches here at the natural as well. The Adepts do nothing. They only delay the inevitable. Meanwhile, Pacomike, sure, he's trading better with his Blink Stalkers, but he only has Blink Stalkers. GG gets called, and Ryu ties up the series 1-1. Don't die, not yet. Darking, please stay with me.
The surprise was too much. I almost couldn't take it.
Oh god. GG. Command and Conquer, that's what I was thinking of.
Wait, what?
In Mapper's Delight, there was a map like Command and Conquer where there were a bunch of like points on the map that you have to control.
No, okay. Yeah, for a second, I thought you were mentioning the game series. I mean, like, Conquer has to do with this.
Oh god. Yeah, GG, mate. We're going to the ace match.
Yes, we're going to the ace match, and it is very unfortunate that it's not going to be Beckett Industries.
Feels bad, man. Feels bad.
No, it's gonna be Lightshade LE. The last time that we're gonna see this in Sentimiento Latino Light.
The last time, mate. The very last time. Feels good, man. Get rid of it. Get it out of here. Get it out of here.
Look, I gotta say, Lightshade is one of the most okay maps for me. Okay? Like, there are others that, in my opinion, are like worse than this. You know? But here we go, everyone. The last map of the night, and the last time that we are going to see this map, Lightshade LE, and spawning on it in the top side, the red shirt player for the CranKy Ducklings. It is Ryu.
And spawning in the bottom right hand corner of Lightshade LE, we have the Mexican Protoss player. He is blue, representing Infernales Esports. It is Pacomike. It all comes down to this, mate. Lightshade.
Yes, Lightshade. The last time we're gonna see Lightshade.
You like Lightshade?
It's okay. It's an okay map. I think, in my eyes, this is like the most standard map for me.
Really? Interesting.
The map pool. I know that there are other players who like better. What's the name of this map?
Oxide?
No, Oxide. No, the what is it called?
Romanticide?
Romanticide, yeah, that one. I know there are some players that like more Romanticide, but in my opinion, no. Romanticide is not my style. It's a little too big for my comfort. I much prefer maps like this. Although this map is horrible to play against Protoss because they can void rate rush you very easily.
Oh yeah, this is probably the most common map for proxy void ray.
You have no idea how many times I have lost in this map versus void rays.
Yeah, it's very common to proxy and cheese on a map like this. Like rush distance by ground is very short as well. Personally, I enjoy watching it. I do not enjoy playing on light shade. I think I have it vetoed actually. One of the few vetoes that I have. But yeah, we'll see how things will go here. Because of everything that we were saying, because of the short rush distance by ground, I imagine we're going to be seeing another Twilight Council opening from Pacomike, but we'll see. We shall see.
We shall see. So far, very standard openings for both players. Quick naturals for both, and Pacomike as well walling off his natural base, as he should.
As he should. Meanwhile, we have a couple of slowlings coming across the map looking to try and force their way into the base and scout the opener. And as
I mean, just like force, but there's nothing here to stop them.
That's true. That's true. Yeah, we could see a wall. Maybe we can see part of a wall.
I don't know. From Pacomike, I think you're asking too much, man.
There we go. As up. Hey, he body blocks.
I mean, the wall is not even a wall. Why even body block?
Up. But he is able to deny the scout. The Ling did scout the natural, but he did not scout the main base. But at the same time, the Overlord is sneaking in to try and get eyes on the Twilight Council. Yeah,
he's definitely gonna see it. The Stalker was much later than it was in game number 1. So yeah, he definitely see it. He sees it working. He doesn't know what it is, but it is very safe to assume that it's probably gonna be either Adepts or Zealots, and whatever it is, you make roaches.
Exactly. The big difference is that if he was paying attention to the gases, there were 2 workers on either gas, not 1. That does indicate glaives, not zealots. So Ryu should have the information he needs. Regardless, the response is a Roach Warren. So as you said, he is working on said response, is scouting around the map to make sure there's no proxy or anything crazy going on. And the big question is, Pacomike, how many gateways is he working off of? Yo, he's throwing down 4 additional gateways here.
Yeah, this is definitely a more all-in than it was in the previous game.
Yeah.
And okay, let's be honest, this is a better map at least that Blackburn.
Definitely.
So more room to maneuver, especially that tier base, which is very open from everywhere. So there's a chance to do some damage. The question is, what is Ryu gonna do?
Yeah, exactly.
How is Ryu gonna react to this?
He's getting ready for DTs. He's throwing down spores all over the place just in case there's a Dark Shrine follow-up. He's trying to get an army up and running, but as you were saying, like 5 gateways is a bigger commitment here for Pacomike, and behind this, he's transitioning into those disruptors.
And there we go. The Adepts reveal themselves, and the Shades just going into the main base. And he commits.
Yeah, surprisingly so, he does commit, but there is an army here to stop him. He's trying to focus down whatever he can as fast as possible, but the Adepts will get cleaned up. But oh my god, a lot of drones went down.
Yeah, 11 workers, because there was 1 Adept that stayed in the natural base, and the rest went to the main base, and I'm impressed. Honestly, I thought that he was not gonna get very much damage, and I stand corrected.
Yeah, 11 drones, honestly, that's amazing. That is exactly what Pacomike needed, and he could get more. He keeps warping in Adepts. He's still staying on 2 bases. Ryu confirms this with his Ling. He's checking to make sure if there is a 3rd base, and he knows that he just has to keep making army.
Yeah, the Adepts are going to shade it. Oh, they do not commit. They do not commit this time, but the Adepts are safe, so he can later bunch it up with a 2nd round that is probably going to come very soon.
Oh yeah, not just with Adepts, but with Disruptors, as the first Disruptor is already done, 2nd one is on the way, Warp Prison Speed is about to finish up as well, so Pacomike is popping off, and he is finally taking his 3rd base, a 3rd base which Ryu has yet to scout.
A much better opening for Pacomike in this game.
Oh yeah. Better in every single way. Meanwhile, there we go, Ryu does finally confirm the 3rd base, so he knows that it is safe to drone up. He knows that it is safe to tech up behind this, and Ooh, the game is going on from here, but God, I am really concerned for Ryu because here come those disruptors, man.
Yeah, here come the disruptors. The adepts are still alive. They're doing whatever they can to distract Ryu from like the real source of damage, which is going to be those disruptors. Oh, is he going? Oh, I thought he was gonna commit. Mate, I'm so scared every time that I see adepts like shades going into my base.
Yeah.
And I'm like, is he gonna commit? Is he not gonna commit?
It's terrifying, man. It's terrifying every single time. Meanwhile, the disruptors they do land here at the natural. Sorry, the third base.
Oh, the warp! Oh no, mate, the warp prism got sniped. And the disruptors as well. But meanwhile, mate, those adepts are doing heavy work here. 14 workers killed.
Wow, you thought that the damage was going to come from the disruptors? Nah, mate, it's from the adepts. It's 14. Basically, the entire mineral line went down. The warp prism and the disruptor got sniped, though. So again, Pacomike, he needed to deal this damage.
Yeah, he is more than 20 workers have been killed so far.
Oof.
The adepts are finally dealt with, and mate, Rio needs to go. Rio needs to go like ASAP.
Yeah, 23 worker kills. That is insane. He has lost any kind of economic lead that he had previously. And even if he went across the map now, I don't think he could do anything. He doesn't have roach speed. He doesn't have any upgrades. The defensive position is already here. There's not much of an army, to be fair, but Pacomike doesn't need an army. He just needs overcharge, mate.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Why build an army? Why play StarCraft when you can be a Protoss player? You know?
Overcharge is all you need, mate. So Pacomike is sitting back pretty, and Ryu is the one who has to try and recover.
Oh, and I like this. Pacomike said that the attack is not coming, so instead he's coming to the attack.
Exactly. He is here. He's across the map. He has sentries of force fields.
Blink forward. That's a very bold blink. He takes out one Ravager.
Yeah. Ravager immediately goes down. There's not much Roach Ravager here at all. He tries to dive on top of the War Prison, but he misses. He doesn't get it.
And that's it. Ryu just GG's, and Pacomike takes the series and the tournament.
GG, well played. Congratulations, Pacomike. He does take it. As a reminder, this was a best of 3, not a best of 5. And even though both games, Ryu was on point with sniping the War Prism and the Disruptors, the Adepts, mate. The Adepts. That's all you need, mate. That's all you need.
All you need. And that is it, mate. That is it for this tournament. And congratulations to Pacomike. Who takes his... What is it? Let me check quickly. How many Sentimiento Latinos has he won now with this one?
That's a good question, mate. That's a good question. Again,
do you have a guess?
15.
This is his 10th.
Oh, okay. I was about to say 10. But I was like, 10, really?
Sure.
Oh, God. GG, Pacomike. Well played. He is our Sentimiento Latino champion. And I will say, well played for Ryu as well. I know Sentimiento Latino is much later in the day compared to like Battle of the Americas. It is very late.
So it's only 1 hour difference, mate.
I mean, 1 hour it makes all the difference, mate. It makes all the difference. But it's very late for Ryu, and I know that it's not at an ideal time for him. Regardless, I'm very proud of him for making it to the grand finals, and Neo as well for making it to the semis. GG.
Yeah, they both walk away with some money. Remember, the top 4 of this tournament got paid.
True. And they got paid extra because shout out to Lord Loken in the chat for boosting the prize pool on Matcherino.
Yes, and speaking of Matcherino, people in the chat, exclamation mark Matcherino. We still have 7 codes remaining, so only 7 more codes, and we can finally put an end to this.
Exactly. With 7 more codes, then we can finalize the Matcherino page and get those payouts going. So check out the Matcherino page there in the chat. Also, bit of a shout out here to Chileno Singaporean for resubscribing 9 months in a row. Thank you so much for the support. We appreciate it. The players appreciate it. Yeah, thank you so much.
Thank you. I don't see a dime of it, but thank you.
I don't either, mate. The players see it. Ryu does. Oh, God. And yeah, with that does conclude our tournament. Again, mate, a wild tournament this week. It's wild, mate.
Look, anything where Shelby is involved is gonna be wild. You know that.
Yeah. Oh god, we need to message Shelby. We need to get him here tomorrow as well. We need because I didn't get to cast him. Mate. Feels bad, man.
It's all your fault, mate. It's all your fault. Why you went for Cristiano?
I don't regret it. Oh god, the upsets we had today, the runs that we had as well. I'm sure we're gonna see plenty of it because, mate, we have another tournament tomorrow, right?
Yes, tomorrow is gonna be Battle of the Americas number 71, if I recall correctly. And yeah, so we're going to see not only the players from Latin America, but also from the United States and Canada as well. Who knows? Like, maybe we'll see your favorite son.
I'll make sure of it.
Round 1, Skyler versus Shelby.
That would be insane. But yes, tomorrow is Battle of the Americas. It's a tournament just like this one, except it is available for North American as well as Latin American players. So especially because DreamHack has ended for the most part for a lot of the players, that means that our regulars like Pure Legacy, Vindicta, Trigger, all these guys should be making their return in Battle of the Americas.
Yes, indeed. I mean, only one more week, one more week.
Uno más, mate. Uno más. And with that, Duckling, why don't you tell the people, mate, are you going to be streaming this week?
This week? No, mate. It's already too late. But next week, maybe. I've been inching to keep playing Iconoclast, which I was streaming. You can find the bots in my Twitch channel, which, by the way, is twitch.tv/Darking65. And I don't know, I maybe play some of that the next week because I want to finish. it. I don't want to leave it hanging.
Yeah, be sure to check Ducking out. Ducking665 on Twitch. As he said, he does speak plenty of good English and Spanish, so you can communicate with him.
Also, follow me on Twitter, mate, at twitter.com/Darking665, because who knows, I maybe actually do that win an Age of Empires 4 copy tournament.
Oh.
For those people who want to jump, or maybe just want to try something new. Maybe.
Yeah, it's one of those things where mate, you don't have to just be dedicated to one game, right? Darking is saying himself, he's over there playing Iconoclast. You can like kind of expand your horizons a little bit and dabble. And at the end of the day, we're all fans of RTS here. So once Age of Empires comes out, I'm sure plenty of people are gonna play it.
Second place, get to be so noble.
Oh god. But yeah, other than that, you can follow me at light_VIP on Twitch and Twitter. As ARJ Skater was saying earlier, I am currently playing through Final Fantasy 12. I finished Final Fantasy 15 on stream. Final Fantasy 14 is reserved for when Kuro is awake and we play that together. But currently, my solo game that currently has my attention is Final Fantasy 12, and we've been playing a lot of it. It's been a lot of fun. The story has been very questionable so far, but
I haven't played 12, but from what I know, I've seen more than one review telling me that the story is basically Star Wars.
It's mostly Star Wars. There's a couple of differences here and there, but the idea of rebels fighting against the Empire, and you've got your scoundrel, your Han Solo, and you've got your Princess Leia, and you've got your Luke Skywalker, and you've got your big bad Emperor with Darth Vader. For the most part, it's like Star Wars, but in a Final Fantasy universe. So, mate, what's not to like?
One day I'd play it, mate. I have a copy of it here that I have never played.
It's not bad. It's not my favorite Final Fantasy so far, but we'll see. We'll see how we go with it. We'll see. Oh. Meanwhile, of course, if you enjoyed our broadcast today, consider following us here on the CranKy Ducklings. Consider subscribing if you want as well. All of our subscribers get access to our replay packs, get access to our special Discord channel on our Discord server, so you can interact with us. And all that money goes towards the tournaments that we run and the players that we sign. Players like Ryu, who got second place today. Didn't win, but he got second place. And players like Neo as well, who made it to the semifinals. So yeah, it's thanks to everyone in the chat who support us that we are able to have our team the way that we have it. So thank you. Thank you so much.
Light VIP, living the dream.
Sure. And with that, I believe we are done today. Ducklings, do you have any final words, man?
Yes, to all the good people out there, keep playing StarCraft.
Keep playing StarCraft. A new map pool next week. Get hype. Everyone's get on that ladder. Get on those tournaments that are going to be running, because we're going to have a fresh new map pool. It's going to be so excited. We're going to find out which ones are broken and which ones are bugged. It's going to be great.
Oh no! I have to learn. I have to learn new spots where I have to scout where they're going to chase me.
Yeah. Oh god, the worst part. But thank you everyone for tuning in. We will see you tomorrow. Ciao.
Bye.